Hi, welcome to the session. In this session, I'm going to show you step by step Oracle Linux 7.8 installation on VirtualBox 7. Okay. Shortcut OEL, Oracle Enterprise Linux. So to install this, we need certain kind of prerequisites. Like we need VirtualBox to install this Linux machine, and we need to download the Linux software that we can do from edelivery.oracle.com site. I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. And then we can install original process. Like from here we can start. So first prerequisite, Oracle VirtualBox. To install Oracle Linux, we need this software. So for this, how to download and how to install, I made one video, and that is available in my channel at the Rack Infotech. You can search it directly Rack Infotech in YouTube, or else at the rate Rack Infotech you can type. You can watch this video before proceeding to install this Linux software. Okay, here this is step-by-step clear-cut document video I made it. Okay, now we can jump into this. Second prerequisite, we need to download the software and then we can install. So to download, as I said, we need to log into eDelivery. Oracle Linux is Oracle software, so we need to go to the Oracle site to download. Here is the link, eDelivery. For that, you can log in with your Gmail ID also, personal ID, anything. And then you can download software. Type Oracle Linux 7.8, anything, like you can type 7 and then search it. Okay, we are going to do that 7.8. So I'm going to select this DLP. Okay, it will go to added to my queue. See here, if we select it, means it will go to the queue only, any software in the eDelivery site. And then we need to continue. Click on continue. Oracle Linux 7.80 software. And with it's Linux, right? Which version? ARM processor or the platform which you are using, x86-64 platform. And then this is published date and last updated. They have almost like 23 years back. So continue. You can accept the terms and conditions, read it thoroughly, and then you can accept it. In my case, it is not required. It's for demo purpose only. And see here, we have a lot of things is there. If you go with Oracle Linux 7.8, we have a lot of all are ISO images only. Okay, DVD, ISO images and all. You can uncheck box here. All will be unchecked, and then select only this one. We are going to download this. It contains everything. Okay, even if you want to go with the DVD, you will go for DVD 1 and 2 also. So in our lab, I'm going to use this software. It's having 4.5 GB. Then click next. These are all same only. Any one of that you can download and you can install. There is no certain kind of this one limitations. You have to go with all or something. See it once you click on the download, Oracle SSN DLM will be the link will be downloaded from this download manager. This is the download manager. You have to select where your software needs to be downloaded. Okay, I selected my download folder, and if I click next, means it will be download. I have already downloaded and I kept in my directory. See the patch number or the software is 995537. I already have 7.8 9955737. So 4.4 GB, right? 4.4 GB. Okay, software also ready. This VirtualBox also installed. Then we can start installation process Oracle Linux. Let's see how we are going to install in VirtualBox. First, we need to create a machine. Click on new. Either you can click on here also. Anything is fine. Here or here. So I'm going to create a machine. This is a virtual machine, like in our laptop. This is one machine, right? Each machine means support only one operating system. For that purpose only, we downloaded VirtualBox to install multiple machines. See, I have another 2 machines already there. So now I'm going to create third machine. So to install in this machine, I'm going to install Linux one. So I'm giving Linux 7.3. So this is my machine name. And where you are going to install, I'm going to install in my C drive. If you want to install in different location, you can select it in different location. Okay, in D drive, if you want to install, create a new one, Linux lab. Okay, select this folder. And here you can type it's a Linux, right? Operating system. If it is a Solaris, you can select that. So IBM OS, Mac OS, others, Microsoft Windows, whatever the one which you are going to install. I selected Linux. Okay, and then click next. See here, no ISO may selected, no. So I haven't uploaded it. Now in this part, you can choose the memory, how much RAM you are going to provide. I'll give 4 GB, anything like, drag it, anything like 600 GB I given. How many processes? One is more than enough. It's a simple, straightforward one. I given 2 processes. So RAM is I given 600 GB and the processor is 2 processes I have given. And how much the virtual disk? It won't take much, but better to give 40 gig. This is a hard storage, like where your software is going to install. All the mount points and all it need to be installed. Okay. See, my machine is Linux. Whatever the name I have given, that will come, or else I'll change the name of the machine. Linux lab. That's it. Memory, hard disk, storage, which I mentioned. Everything is mentioned. Clear, right? Finish it. It will create a machine with Linux lab. Okay, Linux lab is created. But when you're going to start it, no, without operating system, how it will be, right? We have to select our, whatever the software we downloaded, Linux one, right? Image. This image we need to boot it here. For that, click on storage on this machine. Storage, go to the controller and click on empty. This symbol will be coming like disk symbol, CD symbol. Click on this part here. And I have already installed in my previous machine, so it is showing that one. Choose the disk file where you want. It directly redirected to my Oracle 7.8 image. Open it. So 4.46 GB I have attached. And then we need to do certain kind of like networking thing. Brigade, or you can put internal network. It will assign the IPs to network setup. One is fine. I don't want to enable multiple things. If you want to create a shared folder, like this will help the software. If you are using 40 GB, right? The software size is more than 20, 30 GB. If you want to install those softwares, right? You can create a simple, or else if you are using rack, right? 2-node rack database, at that time you can create a shared folder that will share in between the 2 nodes, like node 1 rack DB and Linux lab. In between that will be shared. So in our case, it is not required. Why? Because it's a single node. I'm going to install the Linux, and after that, I'm going to plan to install the database on this machine. So not required. Displayed also default. Floppy is not required. Leave that one. System in this. These are all default one. Even if you can keep also, there is no issue at all. Just click on OK. See here, we will see what are all the parameters we changed, inputs we have given. In the network parameter, I have given the internal network and audio, nothing. The storage, I have added the OS, right? Booting image. This will boot. Once I start now, this Linux image will be boot. To boot this one, I have given the system memory, like 600 GB I given. It's 4 GB is enough. And one processor is fine, but in my case I have it will be faster or quicker to installation. That's it. Prerequisites are done. Then let's start installation part. See, it is going to powering up your VM up. It is going to loading. See, VirtualBox 7. See, you can select here, white window is there, no? We should select this one, install Oracle Linux. You can just click up arrow. The white thing is came here, right? Then click enter. So it is booting now. It will read the basic software binaries and it will ready to installation. And I forgot to take snapshots. Let it be. I'll take while installation. Step 1. I'll make whatever I'm going to installation. I will upload in my channel so that you guys can print screen. It is not working. Leave it. Taking a snipping tool. I'll take it. I'll post this in my blog. I have a blog also. Anjani as DB. I'll post this Linux step by step here. Even I have posted VirtualBox installation. If you want, you can go through this. I'll put this description also in this video after completion of this video. Okay. Same video, same with the snapshots, I'll upload it. This thing also with the snapshots. Okay. And select the English language. This is the starting phase. Like installation is started now. Click on continue. Here installation summary. Once you select the language, okay, installation summary will start. Here you have to check, see here, you can read it. Please complete items marked with this icon before continuing to the next step. Okay, wait for some time, automatically everything will clear. If not, automatically partitioning selected. This is security, KDump is enabled. In live, right, in productions and all, you can enable it, but in our case, it is not required, but I'll keep as it is, default values. See, it is not going. So first, even though if it is not going right, I'll first go with this date and time, what will be there. So you have to select, I'm residing in India, so I'm selected this one, India. So India time and date will be selected. Keyboard English, that is fine. Language US, that is fine. Installation source, I already uploaded the boot image, right? OS operating system, that is software selection. This is important. You have to select the supported server GUI, server for operating system network, infrastructure services, graphical user interface. These are all the applications, selected environment, add-ons. If you are not selecting required add-ons, in future, after installation of the Linux, the feature will not available. So these are all we can leave for as of now, but as part of Linux and database, I'm talking about the database oriented Linux operating system. So we need to select this one, server. Here we have some of the add-ons is required. One is hardware monitoring utilities is required. This Java Infinity, that is fine. Java also you can select if you want to install e-business suite applications that will support. Large system, no issues. If you can select everything also, no issues. But a number of libraries will install. Unnecessary things also, it will be like over knowledge also, it will be danger, right? In that way, over add-ons also, it will be harmful, not required. Mainframes is not required. Load balancer is not required. Network file system client, that is required. Performance tools is required. Postgres, we are not going to do anything. Remote management, better to have, but not required. If you are maintaining some other, leave it. I'll take it up. Compatibilities and all of these two are the importance. Compatibility libraries required. Development tools also it is required. And last, one more thing, system administrator tools. See what are all the things I have selected: system administration, development tools, compatibility libraries. This is optional, but I selected. Performance tools, network file system, large management, Java also okay. Hardware, that's it. Nothing much. Okay, click on done. Let me take a snap of that one more time. Selection, software selection, right? Let me take a print of this after next. Then date and time is, we can make date and time also. I'll take a snap. And then what else? 2.6. Come on. These things are not required. Software GUI, software selections I need to take. Software selections. Okay, I'll keep update this thing. Like what are all the software I have selected, I'll update it later. Then we are going to installation destination. This is required. Installation destination, we need to select. If you want to do by default, if you leave it also, partitions will, automatically partitions are in our C drive. In our Windows, we have C drive, D drive like that, right? In C, we are going to install the softwares. In D drive, we are going to store our things, storage kind of things. In same way, in Linux also, we have certain kind of folders or directories. Those we call it as a mount points. One mount point is required for root software, one mount point for database software, one mount point some other binaries and libraries, one for storage, one for backup. So many things. But here, simple installation, what I'm going to select, I will configure the partitions. For that, I need to select the disk and then done. 1 second. It will not be like 992K free. Okay. So after selecting of that, see here, if you selected this one, automatic one is there. We have to select manual, and then you need to select here. LVM also you can keep as it is, otherwise you can select the standard partitioning. And if you want to click add, you can click here, add a new mount point. But I'm going to click here, like I don't want to create manually, it will create automatically. Let me take this. Okay, I'll add it that part later also. So click here, it will create. See, I have free 992.5 KB kilobytes, 40 GB total space. Out of that, one boot. For boot mount point, it took 1 GB. 1024 MB means 1 GB. For root mount point, it took 35 GB. If you want, you can make external like ext4 file system, or keep it as it is, no XSF. And swap, it is required. How much RAM you are going to mention, right? That much swap you need to mention. I have 6.6 GB, I remember. I need to keep that much. It is the standard rule. How much swap you want to put, how much RAM you are going to select. Here it is 5 GB free. I have reduced 5 GB from the root mount point. I'm going to add it here. How much? 7 MB. So 7 into 1024. Around, we can mention around 720. 7,200 MB. That is fine. Remaining 2 GB is there. Leave as it. Otherwise, you can keep add it here. If you mention 32, it will take it up. How it will be? Okay, 31.79. Boot also, I'll make it ext4 and swap same. That's it. Mount points are not. So in this way, we have to make partitions. Then next, you can click on, take this one and next done. We are almost close to the installation starting position. Summary of changes, what are all the partitions we have created, boot, root, this one, root one, boot one, and swap also automatically taken. Take this snap. So, and then accept the changes. Click on accept the changes. So I don't have any warnings. So I'm ready to begin the installation. See, earlier we can see some of the things. Now we are good to click on installation. Click on installation. So it prompted immediately root user password, and parallel in the background it is installing. I'll select root password. I'll put normal password and done. This is the root. Like to log in the operating system, you require the root password. Root is the admin for operating system user. And if you want to create one more user, you can create it, or later also you can create. That is not required, but I'll test user. I'll put the password for that. It is not required. It's normal user. Okay. This is normal user. This is the important root user. We are going to install or anything if you want to do anything, startup shutdowns in the root levels. This is admin user. So I have created both and my installation process is going on. I think 1570 libraries is going. I mean, as I said, right, we can select here in this post, we can select in the software selection how many add-up these things, environment add-ons. If you select all the add-ons, right, here we will get number of libraries. Here 1570, right? In my case, like if you select everything, 2700 or 2500 something libraries will come. I have selected few of them so that it came like 1570. Okay, let me pause this, let it complete this, and then I'll show you the further steps. It will take 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. So that complete 1570 has been almost completed. Now it is doing performing post installation step tasks. It will take like 1 or 2 minutes. Now the post installation steps also completed. So Oracle Linux is now successfully installed and ready for you to use. Go ahead and first we need to do the reboot. Let me click on that reboot. So it is going to reboot. It is selecting the kernel versions. Reboot. Then we can do the post installation steps. Let it come up. So reboot is completed. Need to accept the license. Click on that. Here to read the conditions, terms and conditions, and then accept it. Click on done. So I haven't selected the network and host name. Host name, it could be by default local will come. We'll change it later. And then click on finish. It concludes your Oracle Linux 7.8 installation. And we have certain, like after that also we have few steps. I'll show you that. So I have created one user root, another one is test, right? I will not connect to this. Let me connect it to root user, and then provide the password which we set as part of installation. So if you can maximize this screen, how much it is, very little, right? For that we have certain kind of setup. I'll show you that it is mandatory. These are all the default things. Click on next. And also we need, I'll show you maximizing the Red Hat thing, the screen. Click on next. This is also next. It is not required, but let me take quickly. And then two more steps. Privacy location for service privacy allows applications to determine your geographical location is not required. I'm going to off it. By default on, we'll make it off. Okay, then final one more step will be there. Contact your online Google, other social medias, anything if you want, you can connect it. For that, we need to enable the internet on your server. As of now, I'm not using anything. I'm not connecting. I'll skip it. See here, you're ready to go. Start using your Oracle Linux server. And we may get 1 or 2 windows later on also. And then we can do certain kind of, this is getting started. If you want to see how we need to expand or we need to use the windows inside, you can go with that videos. As of now, it is not required for me, not required for you guys also. Everybody knows this, most of them. If you are interested, you can go with that. I'll click on cancel. See, here it is. Window completely from here to here is there, but in between it is there. No, let me go to this one, devices. We need to guest edition CD we need to install. Okay, and then only we will get certain kind of font size and all. See here, what is our host name? Localhost. We need to, if you want, you can change the host name also. I'll show you right away. But let me set this one, font size and full screen. If I maximize this also, Windows, see here how it will be that, right? That we can set it up. And font size also we can increase. Very small size, this is not able to view properly, right? So these are all the mount points. I have given just this mount point 34 or 35 GB. The rest of the things has been automatically assigned those. We created a swap also, right? Root, boot, and swap. So remaining, these are the mount points. This is where we are going to install our databases. If you want to install any applications or WebLogic middleware applications, you can install it. And this is the base path for those applications. Okay. Let me install. This is important step. Okay. Guess it will install certain kind of supportive softwares also, right? This one, VirtualBox VM 7.06 contains software intended to automatically started. I want to run this. Yes, it will run. So guest editions, VirtualBox guest editions, it is required. We need to execute this. Once this is finished, you need to reboot it. Then we are good to access the Linux machine. Let it mean it will take like 1 minute, something like 1 minute and a half. And meanwhile, before this is going to install, we have to change the preferences. As I said, right, our Windows display was showing very normal, and also the letters, the characters we are seeing very small things. Like you can use Courier 10 pitch bold, select. Okay, 1 second. Here the font also, like, let me show you this window also. Font also you can increase here, make it 16 or 17. That is fine. See here, this was changed, right? And something happened to this. Yeah. And then always, this is the sound one, blinking sound. If you are using cursor multiple times, it will blink that sound. Leave that part. Cancel it. That is fine. I have changed the font size, and if you want to change the display also, you can change it. Okay. What happened to this? Not going on, but okay. Now we got the maximized one. And then after finishing of the setup, no, I'll reboot the server, and once that is done, the installation guest, and we have an option upgrade the guest editions. Earlier in first phase, this one only enabled. Now upgrade option also we have enabled. If you want to keep this one, it will show you in your mount point. If you want to connect the putty session here, right? In Windows we are taking window. Here we are taking as a terminal. Okay. If you want to see here this terminal, I changed the font size. Earlier it is a bit slow. Now small characters. Now it is big. Final one in this video, what I'm showing you means I'll change this host name. How we are going to change this host name? It will take some time. Like we need to reset and all. Also prerequisites. I'll show you in another video, the upcoming like next session itself. Okay. To concluding this, I'll show you cat etc. What is the version we have really installed? It is a release, or else you can see uname -r Oracle Enterprise Linux installed NM x86 64-bit, and a clear cut. It will show you the Linux one, host name, local host, and domain. Yep. This concludes. We have successfully installed Oracle Linux 7.8 on virtual machine 7. So to be continued, you can watch on the next videos on my channel. It is Rack Infotech. I'll upload next versions. Okay. Thank you so much.